The senior student she was on duty with in the OR let her off early since it was her last morning on nights. Running down one of the hospital's back service stairways, she was met by battalions of day girls on their way up, fresh-faced juniors coming on duty out of the big public wards. They were bright-eyed and noisy from having slept nights. Whereas I look haunted, thought Ingrid, running happily down the service stairway. I look like a cadaver, although a tanned cadaver, and she was so eager to be off and on her journey that she paraded very fast past the cafeteria's stainless steel basins and tubs of scrambled eggs and bacon bits and oily omelets whose edges were fried into rust. And in the end couldn't stomach more than half a cup of tepid institutional coffee. But for some reason she was feeling that something wonderful would happen this trip. Maybe she would fall in love even. For the act of stepping onto a bus on a hopeful, misty summer morning seemed almost enough to put into motion something enchanted and amazing. But at the main desk of the nurse's residence there was a message for her. She was to go over to male surgery to see Miss Killeen. She packed her nightgown and pullover in a suitcase and got into a skirt and blouse. I can't have done anything wrong, she thought. And besides, Killeen was her friend. The year before, when Killeen had still been a student, she'd been the senior on a night duty she'd shared on male surgery, and from working with her then, Ingrid liked her a lot. But God, what a madhouse that place was. And of course it wasn't true that she hadn't done wrong. She had. They both had. The only two nurses for 40 patients, they had faked graphs on temperature charts, skipped dressings, left comatose patients unwashed. Ingrid walked back to the hospital. A glassed-in catwalk joined it to the nurse's residence, but she walked below it on pavement. She crossed to the ambulance breezeway and entered through the emergency wing, took the service elevator up to the 7th floor. When the doors parted, she saw Killeen standing with her back to her over the medicine cupboard, pouring pills into the kind of tiny paper cups the staff cafeteria served marmalade and jam in. In spite of her fondness for Killeen, in spite of the soft summer evening, she felt a surge of terror. Killeen turned around. "Oh, Hessie," she called out to her. "Did I scare you, ordering you over here like this? I'm sorry, but they said you were coming off nights and I wanted to catch you before you took off." She came back to her desk. "I've got a little problem here, and I wondered if you could help me out."